Hello and welcome back to the News Media Hands channel.
So 7 jurors now seated after just 2 days of the former president's first criminal trial. Also today, there's new polling on what voters make of the charges against him. It comes from the Associated Press and shows that fully half of all registered voters say he would be unfit for office if convicted of them. There's, of course, a substantial partisan split, but even among Republicans...
According to CNN, 15% consider convictions on the New York charges to be disqualifying for the presidency. The AP numbers fall in New York Times polling over the weekend showing that 58% of registered voters consider the charges either very serious or somewhat serious, with women being twice as likely as men to say very serious. The second day of the Trump hush money trial witnessed a decisive acceleration in the selection of jurors, reflecting the gravity of the task at hand. Let's dive deeper into this to highlight the key takeaways. As always, remember that we value your comments and feedback, and your subscriptions help grow the channel. Thank you for your support, and let's get started. 7 jurors have already been selected from the pool. The second day of the Trump hush money trial witnessed a decisive acceleration in the selection of jurors, reflecting the gravity of the task at hand. As reported by the New York Times, the daunting work of selecting a jury for the first criminal trial of a former American president rapidly gained momentum on Tuesday as 7 New Yorkers were picked to sit in judgment of Donald J. Trump. During the process, former U.S. President Trump's lawyers went through the social media posts of potential jurors to identify those who held an anti-Trump bias. They even questioned some of the jurors about their posts, hoping to remove them from the jury for cause. This process led Judge Juan Merchan to sternly warn Trump about his conduct towards the first juror questioned about her social media. The judge made it clear that he would not tolerate any attempts to intimidate jurors. This issue did not come up again during the day, but it will likely loom over the rest of the trial. This swift progress underscored the significance of assembling an impartial panel in a case of such historic proportions, where the outcome could have far-reaching implications. The diversity of the potential jurors comforts public opinion. The selection process highlighted the diverse nature of the potential jurors, mirroring the demographics and opinions of their city. This diversity posed a challenge in identifying individuals capable of rendering impartial judgment in a case of such political significance. However, despite the varying backgrounds and perspectives, the chosen 7 vowed to approach the trial with fairness and impartiality, affirming their commitment to justice. This commitment to upholding the principles of fairness and justice was paramount as the selection proceeded. However, the contentious nature of the trial was evident as Trump's legal team scrutinized potential jurors' digital footprints. Todd Blanche, Trump's lead lawyer, was swift in seeking the dismissal of several jurors based on their online activity, emphasizing the importance of an unbiased jury in determining the case's outcome. Trump's lawyers examined jurors' social media. Todd Blanche questioned each juror individually about their opinion of Trump outside of the case. Blanche then argued before the judge that many jurors who claimed to have no opinion of Trump did, based on their social media activity. While Judge Merchan was skeptical, he did agree that the jurors should be further examined on this matter. Blanche quickly sought the dismissal of several for their online activity, illustrating the meticulous approach undertaken by the defense to ensure a fair trial process for their client. Amidst the scrutiny, glimmers of hope emerged for Trump, with the inclusion of jurors who expressed admiration for his bombastic style. Notably, a young black woman from Harlem, hailing from a family of police officers, referred to Trump as President Trump, praising his outspokenness. Trump's courtroom conduct got him in trouble. Yet, challenges persisted as Trump's courtroom conduct drew a rebuke from Judge Juan M. Merchan, who sternly admonished Trump for intimidating a juror during questioning. Mr. Blanche, while the juror was at the podium, maybe 12 feet from your client was audibly uttering something. I don't know exactly what he was uttering. He was audibly gesturing, speaking in the direction of the juror. I won't tolerate that, Merchan told Trump's attorney, raising his voice. I will not have any jurors intimidated in this courtroom. I want to make that crystal clear. Yes, Your Honor, Blanche responded, before a brief exchange with Trump. The judge's firm stance underscored the importance of maintaining integrity and fairness throughout the trial proceedings. Merchan, stating, I won't tolerate that, reaffirmed his commitment to upholding the integrity of the trial process and ensuring the protection of jurors' rights. Asymmetric strategic approaches from lawyers. As the jury selection process unfolded, the strategies of both prosecution and defense became apparent. While Assistant District Attorney Joshua Steinglass focused on detailing the case's substance and preparing jurors for witness testimony, Trump's attorney, Todd Blanche, as highlighted above, concentrated on assessing jurors' views of the former president. At a certain point, Steinglass asked the jurors if they could listen to the testimony of a convicted felon with an open mind. He also pointed out that some witnesses have written books, made podcasts, and participated in documentaries. Although jurors can take these things into account when assessing the credibility of a witness, Steinglass emphasized that it's not the only factor to consider. The question really is, as I keep saying, can you wait until you hear not only the witness testimony but the rest of the evidence of the case before deciding whether to believe something? Steinglass asked. This strategic approach sheds light on the nuanced tactics employed by both sides to shape the composition of the jury and influence the trial's trajectory. In conclusion, despite the progress in jury selection, uncertainties loomed over the trial's timeline. Judge Merchant emphasized the fluidity of the court schedule, expressing hope for concluding jury selection by the week's end. However, with only 7 jurors selected out of the initial 96, the path to forming a full jury remained uncertain, leaving the trial schedule subject to change. This uncertainty underscored the complexities of the trial process and the challenges inherent in assembling an impartial jury to preside over such a high-profile case. The Hans geniuses, in your opinion, do you feel like the jury selection process guarantees the integrity of this trial? Thanks for watching. If you like it, comment and hit the like and share buttons. Subscribe for future videos.